Welcome to another fun-thrilled adventure with ViewX, y'all. This time, we're about to embark on an epic journey through the heart of Europe, France. Get ready for 2 weeks of breathtaking sights, incredible food, and unforgettable experiences. We'll be covering everything from the iconic Eiffel Tower and the artistic haven of Montmartre to the sun-kissed beaches of Nice and the charming vineyards of Bordeaux. So, buckle up, grab your passport, and get ready for the ultimate French adventure. We're about to make some serious memories. All right, first things first, Paris. We're hitting the ground running, people. Touchdown at Charles de Gaulle, grab your bags, and let's navigate the metro like a pro. It's the best way to feel like a local, trust me. First stop, the Eiffel Tower, baby. No trip to Paris is complete without it. Picture this, you, me, and 1,000 tons of iron soaring into the Parisian skyline. We're going straight to the top for those panoramic views. Next, let's slow things down a bit. We're hopping on a Seine River cruise. Cruising down the Seine as the city lights begin to twinkle. Pure magic, my friends. You'll see iconic landmarks like the Louvre and Notre all lit up. For tonight, we're keeping it authentic with a charming little bistro in the heart of Le Marais for some classic French onion soup and maybe a glass of wine. Day 2 in Paris, and we're diving headfirst into history and art. Get ready to be blown away by the sheer scale and grandeur of the Louvre Museum. We're talking Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo, the works. Get lost in the endless hallways filled with masterpieces. Next, we'll pay our respects to the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral. Even though it's under reconstruction, its presence is powerful. In the afternoon, we're heading to Montmartre, the bohemian heart of Paris. Think cobblestone streets, street artists, and the stunning Sacré-Cœur Basilica perched on the hilltop. And for dinner, let's grab some delicious Moroccan food in the Latin Quarter. Today, we're stepping back in time and venturing out to the Palace of Versailles. This opulent palace is like something out of a history book, sprawling gardens, gilded halls, and pure extravagance. But Versailles is just the beginning. We're ditching the tourist traps and venturing into the hidden alleys of the Marais district. This is where you find those quirky vintage shops, charming cafes, and that authentic Parisian vibe. And because no trip to Paris is complete without indulging in its culinary delights, we're going on a food tour. We're talking fresh baguettes, creamy cheeses, decadent pastries, all the good stuff. Tonight, we're ending the day with a bang, a classic Parisian cabaret show. Think Moulin Rouge vibes, feathers, sequins, and high-energy performances. Say au revoir to Paris for now because we're hopping on a high-speed train and zooming off to Lyon, the gastronomic capital of France. The train journey itself is an experience, smooth, scenic, and efficient. Once we arrive in Lyon, drop those bags at our hotel, and let's hit the streets of Old Lyon. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a maze of cobblestone streets, pastel-colored buildings, and hidden courtyards. We're talking about exploring traboules, these secret passageways that weave through buildings and courtyards. They were used by silk workers back in the day, and now they're like hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. And you know me. No exploration is complete without indulging in the local flavors. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into Lyonnaise cuisine. Think hearty dishes like coq au vin and quenelles, pure comfort food. Good morning, Lyon. Start your day with a breathtaking view from Fourvière Hill at the Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière. The panoramic views are incredible. Next, find tranquility at Parc de la Tête d'Or. It's Lyon's green oasis, perfect for a stroll or picnic. In Lyon, food is always on our minds. This afternoon, explore the city's bouchon, authentic dishes that will blow your taste buds away. Next stop, the French Riviera. We're boarding another high-speed train, this time heading south to the stunning coastal city of Nice. Get ready for sunshine, beaches, and a whole lot of Mediterranean charm. First things first, We're strolling along the Promenade des Anglais, soaking up the sun, the sea breeze, and those iconic blue waters. This promenade is where it's at, people watching, rollerblading, or just enjoying the view. Next, we're diving into the vibrant atmosphere of the Cours Soleil flower market. The colors, the scents, the energy. It's an experience for the senses. We're grabbing some fresh fruit, local cheeses, and maybe even a bouquet of flowers. And for dinner? Seafood, of course. We're finding a charming restaurant overlooking the Mediterranean and indulging in the freshest catch of the day. Today, we're taking a day trip to the glamorous Principality of Monaco. Just a short train ride from Nice, Monaco is a world of luxury, casinos, and breathtaking scenery. First stop, Monte Carlo. We're trying our luck at the iconic Casino de Monte Carlo. Even if you're not a gambler, the casino's architecture and atmosphere are worth the visit. Next, we're exploring the charming streets of Monaco Ville, the Old Town. Think narrow alleyways, historic buildings, and stunning views of the Mediterranean. We'll visit the Prince's Palace, the cathedral, and soak up the royal atmosphere. And for dinner, we're finding a rooftop restaurant with panoramic views of Monaco and the coastline. Next up, Marseille. We're hopping on a train and heading west along the coast to France's second-largest city. Marseille is all about history, culture, and a vibrant port atmosphere. First things first, the Old Port. This bustling harbor is the heart and soul of Marseille. We're talking fishing boats, yachts, and ferries coming and going. We'll grab a coffee at a waterfront cafe and soak up the energy. Next, we're exploring Le Panier, Marseille's oldest neighborhood. This historic quarter is a maze of colorful buildings, artisan shops, and charming cafes. And for dinner? Seafood, of course. We're hitting up a waterfront restaurant specializing in bouillabaisse, Marseille's iconic fish stew. Today, we're escaping the city and immersing ourselves in the natural beauty of the Calanques National Park. Just a short bus ride from Marseille, the Calanques offer breathtaking views of limestone cliffs, turquoise waters, and hidden coves. We're lacing up our hiking boots and hitting the trails. There are trails for all levels, so we can choose our adventure. Get ready for panoramic views, fresh air, and maybe even a swim in the Mediterranean. If hiking's not your thing, no worries. We can rent kayaks and explore the Calanques from the water. Imagine paddling through crystal clear waters, surrounded by towering cliffs and hidden beaches. And for dinner? We're finding a charming restaurant in the nearby village of Cassis, known for its picturesque harbor and delicious seafood. Get ready for a change of scenery because today we're traveling to Bordeaux, the wine capital of the world. We're hopping on a train and heading north to the heart of French wine country. Once we arrive in Bordeaux, we're checking into our hotel and heading straight to the Cité du Vin, a museum dedicated to the history and culture of wine. It's an interactive experience that will engage all your senses. Next up, wine tasting. We're taking a day trip to the Médoc region, home to some of the most prestigious vineyards in the world. We'll visit Chateaux, learn about the winemaking process, and of course, indulge in some tastings. Today, we're exploring the charming city of Bordeaux. Get ready to be captivated by its elegant architecture, grand squares, and rich history. We're starting our day with a stroll through the historic center, admiring the 18th century architecture, including the Place de la Bourse. Next, we're diving into the world of food at the Marché des Capucins, Bordeaux's largest food market. Get ready for a sensory overload of fresh produce, seafood, cheeses, and local specialties. And for dinner, we're indulging in a fine dining experience at one of Bordeaux's Michelin-starred restaurants. Next stop, the Loire Valley. We're taking a scenic train ride to the heart of French history and fairy tale castles. Get ready to be transported back in time. Our first stop is the Chateau de Chambord, a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture and a symbol of the French Renaissance. We're talking about exploring its grand halls, intricate facades, and sprawling gardens. Next, we're visiting the Chateau de Chenonceau, also known as the Ladies' Chateau. This elegant castle spans the River Cher and is surrounded by beautiful gardens. We're continuing our journey through the Loire Valley, discovering more enchanting castles and immersing ourselves in the region's beauty. Today, we're visiting the Château de Villandry, renowned for its spectacular gardens. We're talking about exploring a maze of hedges, colorful flower beds, and intricate designs. Next, we're heading to the Château de Cheverny, a stunning example of French Renaissance architecture. We'll wander through its opulent rooms, admire its art collection, and learn about its fascinating history. And for dinner, we're finding a local restaurant specializing in the cuisine of the Loire Valley. It's our last day in France, and we're heading back to Paris for one final Parisian hurrah. We're taking a leisurely train ride back to the City of Lights, reminiscing about our incredible journey. Once we're settled back in Paris, we're heading to the charming neighborhood of Saint-Germain-des-Prés for some last-minute souvenir shopping. Think bookshops, art galleries, and chic boutiques. For our final Parisian meal, we're having a farewell dinner at a traditional bistro, enjoying classic French dishes and toasting to an unforgettable trip. And there you have it, your ultimate 2-week French adventure. From the Eiffel Tower to the French Riviera, from the vineyards of Bordeaux to the castles of the Loire Valley, we've covered it all. Around 1,800 euros for food and drinks, and 1,500 euros for activities and miscellaneous expenses. The weather in France can vary greatly depending on the season and region. In summer, expect warm temperatures, especially in the south. Winters can be cold, particularly in the north and mountainous areas. Pack accordingly, light clothing for summer, and warm layers for winter. Don't forget comfortable walking shoes, a rain jacket, and a stylish outfit for those chic Parisian nights. Until next time, safe travels from your travel buddy, ViewX.